Welcome back, my fellow collectors. I'm Calvin, aka Statue Fanatic, here with another review of another gallery piece from Diamond Select. I have had this piece for a while. This is of the Red Death from the Batman Metals saga. This is Batman as the Flash, and on the back of it, well, actually you can see the boxes, just like all the other boxes. Nothing different. This piece happens to be pretty big though. So I'm excited to get this out. I have literally had this piece for months. And I think the guys over at Diamond Select sent this to me, I think, and I hadn't gotten around to opening it yet. But on the back it says, the Red Death on Earth 52, the Dark Knight multiverse Batman became driven toward more extreme methods of crime fighting after his sidekicks were killed in action. Looking to gain the powers of the Speed Force, he turned to the Flash, but his super fast ally refused, so Batman accumulated the weapons of the Rogues and used that to capture the Scarlet Speedster. The Dark Knight then used the Batmobile and elements of the Cosmic Treadmill in an attempt to steal the powers of the Flash. But in doing so, Batman merged with the Flash, and he merged into this evil being called the Red Death. And that is part of the Batman Metals saga, and you can pause and read that for yourself on the back, although I read it for you. So enough about the box, right? Let's get this thing out of the box and see what it looks like. I'm really interested too, because this looks like a really big statue. And when I saw it in, I saw this on display at GameStop or the other equivalent, ThinkGeek, I think it was, and it looked really huge. So let's take it out. So here you have it. This is the Red Death, a Flash version of Batman, evil Flash version of Batman. Well, anyway, as I turn this around, you can kind of see what he looks like. As always, I put it in the white box so that you can see the detail a lot better than when it's sitting on the table here with me spinning it. But as you can see, it looks pretty awesome, actually. Sculpted really, really well. This dude has tons of muscle, all kinds of armor and everything like that on his body. So let's just start with that. Start with the head sculpt of this guy. He's got a mask on with some wings reminiscent of the Flash, and the wings look like they're shaped in the form of a bat. Homage to Batman there, and you can see the mask there. And then as you look all around the statue, there's just various elements of design and sculpt going on the statue. A lot of muscles and that type of stuff. He's in a very dynamic pose. He's got his foot like in the ground here as if there's something splashing up, and what it looks like is more like a red shock wave of some kind. And then you have all these lightning rods and bats like coming off of him, and the energy that's coming off of him that's all around him. And these items, they are malleable, they move. The bats on the end of it, they move as well. And as far as the paint application is concerned, it's pretty nice. There are a few areas where there's some scuffs on it, but other than that, looks really cool. Like here on the front, you can see a ton of sculpting and detail and elements there on his arms, the same thing. And then on his back, you can see the muscles and everything on his back. You can see his quads, his legs, pretty jacked there. And then there's a lot of multi-tones in terms of the shading. He goes from a really, really dark black areas to being light red shaded to a degree. Tons of shading, giving it some depth and dimension. As I look at some of the painting on his feet and things like that, you can see some spots in some areas like that. But it's a really big piece from Diamond Select. And again, these statues are only like $45. So for fans of the Metal series, I'm pretty sure they'll probably collect all of these figures, because this isn't the only one. Batman, I think I have that one. And I did the Drowned already, which I really like the Drowned a lot. I did that statue, reviewed that. And I think this fits right in with all of the rest of the Metal series figures. So they're also doing not just the statues like this, they're doing some resin statues as well. Pretty awesome. The base looks like there are a lot of rubble. Almost looks like the surface like of Mars or something. It's all red and brownish, browns and reds in the base. A lot of texture and everything like that in the base. So not much else to talk about this statue. I just wanted to give you guys some close-ups. As we've looked at this, you can kind of make your own judgments and determination of what you think about the figure. Let me know if you've read the Metal series, what you think about the figures that are coming out in the Metal series. I am getting 2 pieces. I'm getting a smaller statue of the Batman Who Laughs from Diamond Select. I think maybe DC Direct. And then my first 3rd scale statue is going to be of the Batman Who Laughs from Prime One Studios. That character fits so well into the genre of characters that I like to collect, and I'm really excited about getting that piece. But as I always say, collect what you like and not the hype, and your collecting journeys will bring you a ton of joy. Until next time, my friends, peace.